Hey everybody, welcome back. It's day 2 of the sunroom renovation, getting the subfloors ready for the hardwood floors that we will be eventually putting down as the final floor. Most of this room is almost already done, which is great. So all I have to do is get the next layer of sheeting, which is the 3/4 inch plywood behind me, down. Now, what you guys saw in the previous video was me actually securing the 5/8 plywood that was pre-existing here. Really screwed it down, made it nice and tight, but it's not what I would consider strong enough to put my hardwood floors down. I want a nice solid floor here. And also the sheeting, before I left last night, I treated what was existing with what's called Bora Care. It's a product used for treatment of mold, fungus, pests like ants, termites, all that stuff. Not that there was any issue here before. However, it did smell a little damp from the past when I took up the floor. Just wanted to make sure that we cover all our bases in case anything ever does occur, that this wood is treated and we avoid any issues that could be in the future. So that's what we're doing today. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to mark out the studs on the floor with a chalk line, and then also up on the wall on that side so I know where they start, so that makes the actual adhering process of the sheeting easier. So that's what I'm working on today, and once it's done, this floor is going to be nice and sturdy and a nice strong foundation to put our hardwood floors onto. So it's a cool day here at that house on the hill. Alrighty, so we got a couple problems before we even get started. This whole house was not built square. There has been one room in this entire project that has not been built square. So we've had to compensate for a lot of things. So the sheeting, because this is not square from here to here on this wall, what happens is over the course of 4 feet, this sheeting comes away from the wall about an inch on this side and it's butted up on this side. So what I'm going to do is I want everything butted up against this wall tight. I'm going to measure this, scribe a quick line, cut it so it fits in flush and matches that angle. But that will allow us to kind of butt these up a little bit. It doesn't really matter if it's a little bit shorter lengthwise, but we've got plenty of plywood to make it up on that end. But I want to start off, I'm kind of a stickler, so I want to start off with a nice platform to go off of where it doesn't mess up the other sheets. If I cut it this way, what's going to happen is the other sheet that's 4 feet, it's not as wide anymore. So just scribe a quick line. I have this corner butted. I'm going to take maybe a couple inches off. Here's what we do. We have, doesn't really matter, I'm going to go right against the wall, have this corner up. Just going to quickly that out, push that out, circular saw, cut that difference so it fits nice and tight. Let's move this out just a little bit. Cut it. This under it. Yeah. Alrighty, set that.
perfect. Well within a good tolerance. We got a nice seam here. A little bit wonky there, not bad though. Maybe, yeah, it's about 1/8 of an inch, but no big deal. Fits nice and easy now. This wall's nice and flush. And now we can start screwing. So that's a good thing. So I can get the project moving.
So this is really frustrating. Nothing square. So even though I'm nice and flush against that wall, and now from that wall to the outlet, there's about a 3/4 inch gap towards the end of the sheet. So I'm going to have to, I want to maintain this straight line for other sheets going this way, consecutive sheets going that way. So what I'm going to do, I'll have to leave that last section open, that 2.5 feet, and I'll have to actually measure that and cut that custom to fit flush there, because I can make up that 3/4 inch gap that's over there. It's okay for that maybe 12 to 16 inches out of there, but I don't want that going all the way to the wall. So this is the frustration of that house on the hill, and why it takes so long to do everything, because everything is not as it seems or it should be in this house. But this is the last room where we have to fix anything that's like this, and yeah, it's just a little frustrating over and over again. It's like every time turning around to something. So, not straightforward and not easy. Just for example, is in the main living room, from one wall, from the outside wall on the, I guess the right side of the house, to the left side of the house. The difference, the original difference in the floor to ceiling was 9 inches. So, a 9-inch difference is significant. So the floors were like that. They're now nice and level and straight, so I had to fix a lot of that. But we're gonna get this moving. All right, so change of plan. For speed's sake, what I've been doing is lining up the sheets, taking the nailer, my framing nailer, using the 2-inch ring shank nails, and nailing just on the proximal distal side, so the close and the far edge of the sheets, just to get them down. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to mark where the joists actually overlap. So where you have them running from this side of the room to the other, and where they meet from the right side to the left, there's about a 1-inch gap. So what I want to do is mark them just with a chalk line to know where that transition occurs. You know, if on the right side of it, that's where everything is going to be closer. The left side, I know it's over there. Then to move forward, either tonight or tomorrow, what I'm going to do to screw the floor down, or finish the screwing, I should say, is I'm going to snap chalk lines from one ring shank nail to the other ring shank nail. And then when I approach that mid-center line, or the mid-central line that I'm going to snap for the crossover of the joists, I'm going to actually adjust for that. But it makes it easier where I can come in, get all the sheeting down, and then, you know, basically go back, get the screws, bang, 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 And then also do the custom cuts towards the end, where they're all 4 feet wide, but because the walls are a little wonky, I have to actually trim and cut. But I want to try to cut as little of the full sheets as I can right now. I do have some leftover stock upstairs of 3/4 inch plywood. That's all different sizes that will fit, so I want to work with that. I have to cut them in small pieces, but I want to try to use a full 4 by 8 3/4 inch sheets. So that's what we're going to do moving forward. What I'm going to do now is I want to finish that corner and then get this sheet moving forward over here. This is all going to have to be a little bit thinner, and guessing the same thing is going to occur, that that wall might not necessarily be square as well. So I don't think that the width is going to be the same, so I'm going to have to measure sheet by sheet, but I'm just going to kind of do that a different way as well. So let's get moving and see what we do. Trick over here. Alright. Cut.
All right, 39 and 7/8. Here, compensate for the half-inch drywall that's not there. There's a half-inch. Half-inch, okay. So that'll be 40 and 3/8. Okay. Alright, snap the line like that. Here. Some cut. that. Don't have to trim the edge. Good. Nice. You tight ring shank it. Back screw in there. Okay, so hey guys, I decided to come up into the attic to cut the stock wood that I have left of the 3/4 plywood that we had sitting around. I started to carry it downstairs and I was like, you know what, I'll just measure everything, cut it up here, bring the measured pieces down there, and then fit them back when we need them, instead of having to carry everything down to the first floor. This is the attic. It's going to be not finished for a while, but this is where we're going to keep a lot of the scrap of extra stuff that we need, and when we don't need it, we get rid of it. But I've already measured everything out for the pieces. Got all of them laid out. I ring shank nailed a lot of them in place. I'm probably going to screw them all down tomorrow night or whatever, just because I want to get the sheets cut and have everything in place. Once it's a kind of puzzle piece together, it's a lot easier just to move faster. So we're going to cut it. Everything's measured, and we're just going to keep moving. Dark in here, I can't see my drawing. There we go. A lot easier now. Let's bring this downstairs. That. A little more. Nice.
gap. Expansion. All right. This one in place. Snap all the lines now for the, we're gonna put the screws to across the room so I know where they all are.